How much muscle can you put on in a year? That's a great question. And you guys probably get sick of me saying this. Of course, everyone is different and there is no exact answer. I had a guy make a comment on one of my videos. You can put on 5 pounds of muscle a year, and he knows because he's a professional. I think people look through their own eyes too much. That is a blanket statement that is not going to apply to everyone. And I'm going to give you an example of some ways people can put on way more than 5 pounds of muscle a year, or there's no way they can put on 5 pounds of muscle a year. There's too many variables. What's your age? What's your body composition? Are you lifting weights? What's your diet? Are you on gear? Steroids? That matters. Are you on TRT? Did you just get on it? Did you just start lifting weights? So let's use me first. If I could gain 5 pounds of muscle this year and next year and next year, I would be absolutely giddy. That's not going to happen. I mean, yeah, if I loaded up on gear, I could probably gain 5 pounds, maybe 8 pounds, but that would be a lot of gear, a lot of steroids, a lot of drugs. And the reason it's not likely that someone like me or my age, who has my background and has been doing what I've been doing since I was 12, 15, lifting weights, trying to gain muscle. I was always a skinny little kid. So I was always trying to gain muscle, get bigger, get stronger since I was 12. So now I'm 61 right now, and I'm maxed out. My diet is, in my opinion, for me, is as good as it's going to get. And it's not going to be possible at my age to put another 5 pounds of muscle on in a year because of what I've done. It's just not possible. So you can't say, everyone, hey, you can put on 5 pounds of muscle in a year. Now, if I could put on 2 pounds, that would be phenomenal. Now, if you're in your 50s, 60s, 70s, and you've never lifted weights, you've never done resistance training, and you're not eating good, you know what? If you're a 60-year-old or someone 65, someone my age, you can probably, again, everyone's different. You don't know. But I'm saying it's definitely possible for a 65-year-old who's never touched a weight, never done resistance training. It's possible for a 65-year-old to put 5, maybe 10 pounds of muscle on in a year. Maybe if they start training correctly and if they get their diet dialed in, for sure. If their testosterone is low and they get that bumped up, for sure they're probably going to put on 10 pounds of lean body weight, muscle. If their testosterone is low, they get on TRT. There's a link in the description also if you want to find out about TRT. But yeah, you're going to put on 10 pounds of muscle probably. Me, I'm already on TRT. I've been on it for 8-9 years. I'm not going to put 10 pounds of muscle on. I'm not going to put 5 pounds of muscle on. Now, let's take a 24-year-old, a 25-year-old who's never lifted weights. And I'm speaking for males, but it would probably be similar, not the amount of weight for a woman, but as far as a percentage, probably similar. And I'm not recommending this. As a matter of fact, don't do this, male or female. But I'm just using this as an example. Let's say we take a 25-year-old and we load them up with gear. We give them all kinds of steroids. And they've never touched a weight, ever. And now we get them training properly. We get their protein up. We get them eating right. We get their diet dialed in. guess what? They might gain 30 pounds of muscle. They've never touched a weight, and now all of a sudden you throw the kitchen sink at trying to gain muscle with, different performance enhancing drugs. Yes, you could gain 30 pounds. So my whole point with this video is you cannot just say blanketly that you can gain 5 pounds of muscle a year. No, you can't. Even if you start off when you're 20, yeah, maybe you can gain 5 pounds, but you can't gain 5 pounds of muscle indefinitely. Sooner or later, age is going to catch up with you. And your goal is going to be to maintain as much muscle. And you get older and older and older. If you're 80 or 90 and you have a goal of only losing 1 pound of lean tissue, if your goal, if you're 90 or 80 and you maintain your lean tissue, or you only lose 1 pound of lean tissue, of muscle, you've done phenomenal. And that's if you're doing everything perfect. You're eating right, you're exercising, you're resistance training, and you only lose 1 or 2 pounds of lean body mass in a year, and you're over 80. That's phenomenal. I'd be very happy with it. Someone like me, yeah, I'm still working hard, and I'll try to put on 1 or 2 pounds of muscle for the next few years, but there's going to come a point where that's just not going to be possible no matter how perfect I am. The 22-year-old can do a lot of things. There's low-hanging fruit. Just start lifting weights. You're going to gain more than 5 pounds in a year just lifting weights properly. So that's kind of my response to a blanket statement that you can gain 5 pounds of muscle in a year. Maybe, maybe not.